Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to say, call on Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, giving all praises to the great Ali Shaddai of Israel, the Most High, the creator of heaven and earth, the spirits of heaven and earth. Also come before you in the name of Yahushai, the Adonai, the Hamashiach, the light of this world, one who died for Israel and rose to sit to become his father's royal and righteous right arm, my redeemer, my comforter, and my salvation. Over Israel's only nation, granted for salvation. Giving all respect to great God for revealing this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to me, and not only getting me to go back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, but preparing me for these beautiful and dark times ahead of us. They work around the clock to tell us what's going on. They do the best that they can to break down words. Give me a second. My back. You know, they break down words, and they go around the clock, whether you want to hear news or you know, Bible scriptures and stuff. They do it. They do the best they can. So when the time does come, you can't say that you weren't told. You can't say that you wasn't warned. So shalom to Great Millstone. Much love to them. And you know, if it were not for, you know, me finding the angels of the Lord, you know, I would be lost. I wouldn't be where I am today. So shalom, call on Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the name Yahushai, to those awesome men. Coming back at, shout out to the Akim, the brothers that's in the Word. You may not be from a camp, you know, but you go to the highways and byways anyway. You still worship Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Like they say, seek salvation for yourself. Sometimes you may not be with people. Sometimes the Lord may have you, Yahweh may have you on your own path, you know. And sometimes that's just how it is. Whether you're from a camp or not, you still study, you still do the best that you can to worship Yahweh and praise him and love him. Shout out to the Akim. The Akim. Shout out to the Akwaf, the beautiful women that's in the truth. It may not be a lot of y'all beautiful women, but y'all in the truth, you know, and you fear the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and you listen and you learn in silence. Much love to those beautiful women. Call on Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and the name Yahushai. Much love to the Israelites that did convert, you know. Much love to y'all. I love y'all. And you Negroes, you Mexicans, and Indians, you are the chosen children. Today's title is the end of the world. It will end badly. There is no good ending. I mean, unless you're an Israelite, you know, unless you the descendants of the children of Israel, you Negroes and Mexicans and Indians, yeah. And, you know, you got the confusion in the face that was scattered abroad. You know, for Israel is a speckled bird. So you got a couple of Israelites that are white with black lineage, you know, so on and so forth of those examples. Those people, yeah. I mean, if they lineage go all the way back to the Israelites, then yeah, you know, if their father is an Israelite and they happen to marry a white woman and the child still look white, yeah, they're Israelites. So, you know, Israel is a speckled bird. But for the rest of the nations and the rest of the people that are not Israelites, you know, it's not going to end well. I was watching a movie yesterday that kind of sparked this video, and I was watching this movie called Pray for the Devil, and I was watching Transformers: Rise of the Beast. And it's real, like, it's kind of disrespectful, you know, it is, you know. First, pray for the devil, you know, they pushing that it's okay for women to read the Bible and for women to teach the Bible, you know, at the Vatican Church, which is the three unclean frogs. You know, you got the Vatican, one of them is the Vatican, and I forgot the other two. It's been so long since I had to recite the three unclean frogs, but I know one of them is the Vatican Church, and then another one is, I think the other one is Britain, and then there's one more. But you know, they one of the three unclean frogs that that John was having a dream of, and they really like they kind of like disrespectful. You know, I was watching the movie, and they talk about these. I'm gonna get back to my main subject, but this is one of them. They talked about the exorcisms and women preaching, and it's not lawful. And then they got The only thing that they tried to make a subliminal message that the black guy was like the leader of the preachers, but over him was an old white man. And, you know, it just showed that, you know, he a house nigga, but they tried to make a subliminal message that, you know, the Negroes are the original priests of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and the Mexicans, because it was a Mexican guy and he happened to be a preacher, you know, and the exorcisms are fake, and it make me mad every time I see them. They pulling out these crosses and they talking about they exorcising people, and exorcisms, they cost a lot of money. And the trippy part about it is that when Yahushua was on the earth, you know, when the Christ was walking the earth, he was exorcising people, and it was only his people doing it for free. So, you know, they was exorcising a little white girl, and, you know, at the end of the day, they can't be cured. The Most High didn't come to save them. You know, they didn't get exorcised when the Messiah was here. It was only, you know, the children of Israel that was getting exorcised, and it was getting helped, and Yahushua was going to different places, you know, like to the Gentiles and to the Romans, and he was bringing his people out, and he was exorcising them and getting rid of them spirits, you know, giving them back their arms, giving them back their legs, giving their sight back, giving their mind back, you know, because some people suffered from epilepsy, and some people suffered from being a lunatic, being crazy, people who wanted drug addictions cast off them, you know, people that the children of Israel have been under rule of the enemy for so long. When Yahushua came upon the scene, it tell you in stories that he actually cried when he saw his people, because they was homeless, they was drugged out, they was prostitutes, they was bums, some of them was murderers, you know, some of them was crooked, and some of the majority of them was being oppressed, they was broke, you know, and they had to work under the slavery that Yahweh put them under, deemed by Yahweh. And like Yahweh say, it said, I put you in slavery not because you I think not because you disobeyed me, but because you moved Yahweh to wrath. So I think that's what it said. I'm sorry to chop it up, but, you know, it says that in the Bible that, you know, that we move Yahweh to wrath. And, you know, this is why we are here, and we are under rule still to this day. We done been through captivity to captivity to captivity, you know, in certain captivities and certain stories among the 14 different captivities until now, you know, we've been under great oppression, and then Yahweh will set us free. We've been under great oppression, and Yahweh will set us free. We've been under great oppression, and Yahweh will set us free, but not set us free, set a great majority of us free, like, you know, whether they was good or bad, you know. So, but now, you know, we at that point where we at the end of days, we at the last leg of the Roman Empire, you know, you got to know your research, you know, and the end time, Yahweh is only going to save those that believe, and then leave the rest of the Israelites to burn during the nuclear day. So, you know, it's different this time. The ending is going to be really horrible. It's going to be really bad, and it's not something to play with. But yeah, and then I was watching the Pope Exorcist. That shit was stupid. Come on, man. Come on, man. The enemy actually thinks that God is with him. Like, what kind of, the enemy is teaching his children that God is with them and God loves them. So you got people that's walking around convinced that they preachers, convinced that they the actual people of the Lord, convinced that tricked into believing in something that's a lie, and they convinced that they can worship God too, when that is not true. We're gonna get to some chapters real quick and get them threats out, because a lot of people are skipping over that. And then it's in the Bible. Where did the nuns come from? The nuns ain't in the Bible. You know, for the Pray for the Devil, the movie, where did the nuns come from? You know, what kind of stupid shit is that? There is no nuns in the Bible. You see how the enemy, he makes his own rules up. You know what I'm saying? He twists the story up, and he makes it into his own fashion to where he see it fit, you know? And that's the sad part about the enemy, is that he's totally brainwashed into believing that, you know, the Messiah and the Lord loves him, the Lord wants him, the Lord chooses him. He got our people thinking that the people at the Vatican Church are the true children of the Lord. The people that are in Israel today are the Israelites and they not so, because if they was the Israelites, then the world would be rebuilt, you know, and the world would be rebuilt. It wouldn't be no more war, and then Yahweh and Yahweh Shai would be with them, but he's not. So it's just like, just to see these stupid, you know, wannabe crappy horror movies. Like, come on, man, stop making these weird, like, I like the little horror movies and all of that, but when you sit there and you lie about it, it's not really, like, especially me, because I'm a big horror movie fan. So when you sit there and you lie about it, and you sit there and you whitewash, especially like church horror movies and stuff, they're not really telling you, you know, just how bad evil spirits are. They're not telling you what the word demon means, and, you know, what demons really are. They're not telling you that it's a lot of people that are sick around here, man. You know, especially our people, because Yahweh don't care about the rest of the races. He don't care about the rest of the nations. He care about our people. So, you know, our people are sick, man. You can step out here and walk around, and you'll find so many fucking evil ass spirits dwelling within these people. It ain't even funny, man. You know, especially the drug addicts and the homeless people. Come on now, if they don't need exorcisms, then who do? You know, and they need help. You know. And if Yahweh was here, if Yahweh Shai was here in the flesh, would they believe when he got here? Hell no. They'll still be doing what they're doing, you know, and do what they want to do, unless they truly come in their heart and admit that Yahweh Shai is the salvation. He is the son of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and that they want to be changed. And then they gotta ask to be changed. You gotta ask to be changed, and it's up to Yahweh to give you that. Because other than that, you're just gonna be a non-believer, and you're not gonna believe. All right, so it says in the Bible, I suffer not a woman to teach. And then it says another passage in the Bible, a woman shall learn in silence in the congregation of Yahweh. And the devil, they got this woman teaching. They don't got her teaching. They got her learning, and they got her learning the ways of exorcism and reading the Bible, and with the men. She's the only woman with all the men in this congregation, and that is wrong. You know, especially with Roman mythology and the Roman religion. They are like weird, man, and disrespectful. And then they got these crosses. They had a whole kit to fight the demons, and that's not what you use to fight the demons. The only thing that can fight off a spirit, an evil spirit, is Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And then you have to be an Israelite in order to be protected. You gotta call on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai to be protected. You can't just save somebody, or you can't just say, leave, demon. You know how they be in church having these live exorcisms, you know, and these exorcisms be fake. Guess what? These spirits don't just detach from people, you know, and then you have to be an ordained prophet, and the Lord has to bestow you with that power to cast demons out. Nowadays, you can only pray for a person they got to cast out the spirit that they put in them. You feel me? They can't just go to a prophet and then have them cast out the demon. They gotta want to get rid of the spirit. They gotta want to cast it out themselves. Like me, I had a smoking demon over me, and it was over me for like 15, 16 years, man. You know, when I ran into the truth, you know, then I began my battle. You know, 2-3 years later, I cast the spirit out. I got rid of the spirit, and I got rid of the spirit for good. I went back, I fucked up. You know, I had some stuff going on with me, and plus it was certain things that I was doing that was wrong, and I couldn't preach. And, you know, like they said, if I wasn't ready to preach, don't do it at all. You know, you got to commit yourself. So, you know, I respected that, but, you know, I just felt like I couldn't do it. I was still having spirits against me that was stopping me from getting to the word, and I had to get rid of them. I had to pray. I had to beg to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai to change my life. I had to beg to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai to change my ways, and to cast these spirits out. You got to weary Yahweh. You got to beg to Yahweh. Praying in the proper vocabulary would mean what? Begging. So you gotta beg to the Lord. You gotta kiss the Lord's feet. You gotta love the Lord. You gotta spend time with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. You gotta keep begging. And then one day, the spirit is gonna get cast out, and you'll be free. You'll be able to break the bonds between whatever is in you, you know, and you'll be able to get rid of it. You'll never have to worry about it again, because the Most High is gonna He gonna take that spirit, get rid of it, and put something better in your life. Like me, what was the better thing? Working, you know. I was working 2 jobs, and I figured out that that was one of the ways that I could get rid of this evil ass spirit, this motherfucking smoking demon that just kept taking control of my life, making me broke. You know what I'm saying? Destroying me. You know, making me weak. You know, making me feel like I got an escape when I don't. You know, me turning to this degree of sorcery to alter my mindset, to make me feel good. And the Most High had to show me a different way, you know. But, you know, the moral of the story is that you need to be an Israelite in order for you to get these spirits exorcised off you. Other than that, the Lord ain't gonna save you. He can't save you. If you're not his children, he won't help you. He don't care about you. It's a lot of our people. If these popes and these priests, which are fake preachers, and these fake ass preachers, were to really get down and try to exorcise these people in the name of Jesus Christ, or in Christianity in general, they would be unsuccessful, and they will have crowds of Negroes, Mexicans, and Indians. They will have crowds of these people. They have to do it all day, block per block. You know what I'm saying? Going to the projects, clean them out. It would be a lot of evil spirits that they have to battle against, and that's what they're not telling. They're not telling these people about these evil spirits. You know, they just let these people, and in general, you know, letting these people watch these stupid movies, and they not understanding the message behind these movies. They got like different messages behind these movies, and these people just feeling like they entertain, but they trying to tell them something on the low. And if you don't have that eye salve that the Messiah gives you, he gives you that eye salve, and he allows you to see with your spiritual eyes. You wouldn't know what the truth was. You wouldn't know what they were talking about. You wouldn't know why they made this movie in the first fucking place. So aside from that, I'm gonna get to my main subject, which is Transformers, you know, and I'm gonna get some Bible scriptures out. Okay, Transformers is about the coming of the Most High yet again, fucking again, you know, like how I think the Dark Side of the Moon was about the coming of the Most High too, you know, but this movie was about the coming of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai and his son, the second coming. So his son is the robot, you know, which is Unicron's servant, and Unicron is God, you know. So Unicron is the planet eater, the world ender, and Unicron is the planet eater, the world eater, and then his main servant, his right hand man, is this robot with red eyes, you know what I'm saying, and he black, you know. So how fucking more subliminal can you get? And he was coming to end the world. But these people, they got these people, and whether you believe in God without a name or you believe in Satan, you believe in Lucifer, they both one and the same. They actually got these people believing that they believe in Satan, and some of these people don't even know that they believe in Satan. They believe in the devil. They feel like when the alien menace does come, they're gonna depend on Lucifer, which is the white man. You know, they're gonna depend on him to fight off the alien menace, and they're going to see him as a hero instead of the oppressor. They're going to see him as a superhero, some sort of angel, and like an angel of salvation, instead of the motherfucker that was starting all the shit and ruining the earth. That's what, whether they black, whether they Negroes, Mexican, and Indians, whether they the rest of the nations, they will all be convinced that this guy is our salvation. He is God. He is Satan, you know. But overall, it's the default. They got them believing in Satan. So I was watching the breakdown of Transformers a long time ago, and it was a white guy, and he was talking about these fallen angels, you know, and the fallen angel doctrine is fake, of course. You know, there is no Satan battling against God. That is not true. You know, Satan may do all the bad work for Yahweh, but he's on his side. He's not against the Lord. He's not going to fight against God on the last day. It's none of that. It's not true. That's not what's foretold in the Bible. Okay? And the Bible is coded. So when you're talking about Satan, it can be another attribute for Lucifer. He's talking about the white man at the end of the day, which is Lucifer. You know what I'm saying? Which is another Satan. Yes, Satan got a counterpart, but it's not him that's fighting against God. It's his counterpart. It's all a part of the perfect balance. But overall, you know, Satan is not coming to help. He's not coming to fight against the Lord. He's not going to fight the Lord off somehow with him and his fallen angels and stop the end of the world. That's what they got these people scared of the end of the world, you know. And there is nothing to be afraid of. For the end of the world is a good thing. It's a time of cleansing. It's a time of great change. We know that the kingdom is coming, and that it's going to be an end to all of this madness and all the sadness that the children of Israel are going through, you know. And they even got them, they starting to put more and more black folks on the forefront, more and more black people on the forefront in the movies, because they want them to believe in what they believe. They want them to join them, you know, and believe in what they believe in, and follow their religions and follow what they think, you know. And it's working. It's a lot of black folks that's going to the side of the white man and being the house nigga that they are, you know. So in the movie, you know, Unicron is coming to destroy the planet, and Yahweh Shai is looking for the gatekeeper, but he has the fallen angels, which is Optimus Prime and him and his team. And Optimus Prime is Lucifer in the story. But if you understand it, there are no fallen angels that are going to fight against Yahweh. There are no angels that's going to come out the ground and go do battle with the Lord and stop the end of the world. Because ultimately, when people is praying to this Christian God, they're praying to Satan. And they don't even know it. A lot of people are afraid, which is a stupid move. Don't be afraid to try something new. Like I said, you know, try Yahweh Shem Yahushai. If you're a Negro, you Mexican and Indian, try the Lord, man. Try Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you know? And it will be more well for you than believing in a God that you don't even know what the fuck he looked like. You don't even know his name. You just call him God, you know? But you know the name to the Savior, which is Jesus Christ, you know? And we all know that name is modified, you know? And they don't question nothing. They don't care about nothing. That's some slavery mentality. You gotta question. You gotta ask God this. You gotta ask Yahweh that. He wanna know what's going. He wanna know if you care. He wanna know. He wanna know if you wanna know. You know, it's okay to ask the Lord questions, like how a child asks his father questions and be in curiosity, and a father answer him and teach him. It's just like that. But our people are so brainwashed with the slave mentality from generation to generation to generation that they are, they don't question, they don't ask, they don't wonder, they don't go check out, they don't research, they don't look into it, they don't think outside of the box, you know? We got a great awakening. Yeah, hell yeah, it's a great awakening going on. But it's only a few of them that's coming out. It might seem like a lot, but it's not, you know? It's a lot of other, it's a lot of other of our brothers and sisters that are still asleep, and they not gonna wake up. It's just like that, you know. They gonna stay within their little comfort zone, and they're not gonna question what's actually going on. They just gonna be within their own mind, and they not gonna care about the world around them. Okay, because that's the job of the Israelites, is to care about the world around them, to want to know what's going on, to want to know why they here, want to know about the economics, want to know about the cities, and want to know about the weather. You're supposed to know about all these things. Have a universal mindset. When you in the truth, the real truth, you worshiping Yahweh Shem Yahushai, God gives you that God-like mindset to wonder about everything. Don't look into everything, into religions, but know about everything. Be aware of what's going on around you. Don't just sit there and pretend like nothing is wrong. Don't sit there and pretend like everything is fine. And that's where the weak spots are coming in on our people. That's where the carelessness is coming in, because they don't care, you know? They just gonna wait till it happens. And when it happens, it'll be too late to question, because they don't understand how fast it's coming and how hard it's gonna hit them. They're not gonna have time. Hey man, and like Yahweh say, don't pray for them, don't worry about them, because them the ones that God don't care about. He don't want them. He never called them. You know, some of them may feel like they called, and some of them may feel like God want them, but if you don't change your ways, you don't change your actions, you don't change what you do, then it shows that God don't want you. That's real. Yahweh don't want nobody that's not gonna change, clean themselves up. You know, the Lord give them credit for trying, but you gotta do it. It ain't no easy feat neither. Yeah, you got time. Yeah, we do have time. It's not much time left, but you got time. But overall, if you're not showing any improvements, either Yahweh is going to take you out. That's what's going to happen. Either Yahweh is going to take you out, or, you know, you're going to convert. Or the Lord may leave you to be destroyed. He may not even want you. You know, but, you know, and Transformers, that's what it was about. Got some of these, I want to go to the book of Ezekiel. That's a good book. go into the book of Ezekiel. So in Transformers, they keep, and in every fucking sci-fi movie, everything that got something to do with the aliens or some sort of horror movie, they got them fighting off what they think is to be bad, when it's actually a good thing. So they got them fighting off Unicron and the new Transformers, and that is God. And they got these dumbass audiences convinced that when the alien menace, quote unquote, the alien menace does come to the earth, because they keep telling them, we know, the government know damn well, the white man know damn well that we are not alone in the universe, that there is a God, there is the angels, and that God is going to respond to what they're doing on the earth. Okay, you have the ones that created this world, and they are truly responsible for what happens to the world. So everything that's happening to the world, even though Yahweh allows it to happen, they are responsible, and they're going to come fix everything that's broken, because they created the world, you know? They created the world. So overall, you know, Yahweh is coming, and he's sending Yahweh Shai, which is the second coming, with the angels and the fleets and Michael, so on and so forth. Satan is going to be with him, Uriel, Raphael. Yeah, those angels aren't fallen. All these angels are with Yahweh, and they going to come during the last day. And the white man know it, but he got the audience brainwashed to fight back. Fight the alien menace, to fight the coming of the Lord, which is the stupidest shit ever. Okay, anybody that's in that audience, some people probably know the truth and be like, hey, that looks kind of funny. You know, that's kind of weird. Doesn't that say that in the Bible, that they would come and Yahweh would come with the clouds and all that? At the end of the movie, everything was going dark and everybody was looking up at the sky. I'm like, wait, I'm like, who would put this in this movie and they would not know what's going on? You know, everything was going dark. God was coming, and somehow they stopped the Lord's coming by breaking the code, and pretty much the little key that called the Lord was the Bible, and they destroyed the Bible, you know, because the key to bringing Unicron there was the key. And you know, in the Bible is the key to calling Yahweh Shem Shai. Without that access, you cannot call the Lord. You know, without the prophets of Yahweh Shem Shai, you can't call them. So they want to kill off the prophets. They want to get rid of the Bible, hopefully that, and kill the believers, and hopefully that will stop the coming of the Lord. If the Lord do come, they're going to want to try and kill him. That is the main objective. So it says, we in Ezekiel chapter 26, verse 15, it says, thus says Yahweh Bashem Yahushai to Tiri. It says, will the coastlands not shake at the sound of your fall, when the wounded cry, when slaughter is made in the midst of you? It says, then all the princes of the sea will come down from their thrones, lay aside their robes. And this is all in the Bible. Everything that these white people are trying to tell you in these weird movies that they keep making, with whether it's the movies with the Marvel superheroes and all of that, all the way down to fucking Exorcist movies, and all the way up to fucking weird ass Transformer movies like themselves, to John Wick. They're trying to tell you something. You know, they want to see if you're going to wake up, but a lot of our people don't wake up. They just entertain, they like the movie, and they move on what they like. But those of us that know the truth, we be seeing some odd shit. And it's like, okay, wait, some of that shit is biblical, you know? Like, why would they just put that in the movie? It's because they know that we know. We are very well aware, and they want to see if the masses are aware, and they woke up to the fact of what's going on. That's what the point of Transformers was about, because they keep talking about these the invasion, the fight that's coming. You know, when Satan and his angels fought against Michael and his angels. So in a weird way, the chariot can be Yahweh Shai, and then the robot could be Michael. But if you reverse it, it's Yahweh Shai, and then that's the big ass chariot that's coming to the earth, which represents Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. You know, and the movie was weird, man. It was fucking weird as hell. Talking about we all stand. Talking about if we all put aside our differences, whether we racist or not, you know what I'm saying? And all the nations stop fighting each other on this day, the day that's coming, the day of judgment, and they band together. You know, we hate the Negroes, but we need the niggers' help. So we're gonna put aside our differences and fight off God. And then afterwards, it was funny because the guy name is Noah, the black guy, he Mexican, but you know, it's the same shit. His name is Noah, and he goes back to job searching. He goes back to work, and then he goes to work for the white man after he saves the world, quote unquote. And they want you to go back into slavery. They want you to just forget about it and say, yeah, after we finish fighting off God, you niggers gonna go back into slavery. That's what they want. That's what they want. And it's so fucking racist. It's so fucking dark. And these movies are so subliminal. It's like, damn, I can't even watch the movie without getting some sort of biblical reference, you know, and it's real. But this is what the Lord is going to do. Like I told you, the end is not going to be pretty. It's not going to be a good ending. It's going to be a very bad ending. It's going to be horrible. And those of them that believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, we know that it's good for us, but it's bad for everybody else in the rest of the world. Anybody that's a part of this world, anybody that, any of the niggas that love this world, anybody that's with them, it's bad for them. And it's not going to end well. It says, then all the princes of the sea will come down from their thrones, lay aside their robes, and take off their embroidered garments. They will clothe themselves with trembling. They will sit on the ground. They tremble every moment and be as astonished at you. And they will wake up in lamentation for you and say to you, how have you perished, O inhabitant of the seafaring men? A renowned city who was strong at sea. And it's talking about Babylon, which is America, how it was strong and it reigned over the people. And the day when they released the nuclear bombs and the coming of the Lord, and when God had the city blown up, and he was tearing apart the world, and Yahweh was destroying these people, and the alien menace was just beating the shit out of America and the rest of the nations. They all fell to the ground. They all was trembling. They all was afraid at the sight of it being destroyed that way. And then the angels of the Lord coming after them on the nuclear day, World War III. You know, and they were so scared, they were so shook on how bad that it was, you know, because they know that the nations know, and we all know that if they bomb America, they lose their economy, they lose everything. They're no longer gonna be what they were, and they ain't coming back. And then on top of that, they know about the Bible, they know about the last day, that if they bomb U.S. and they choose to go to World War III with U.S. with Babylon, you know, with the great horde, then the Yahweh is going to come, you know, and then they're going to have to fight the Lord, you know. So that is what it said. And it ain't no good ending to where they fight the Lord off and the Lord be like, I shall return, you know, like some evil villain. No, it don't work like that. The end of the Bible is going to be so fucking bad to the point to where the Lord is going to keep hitting them. He's going to keep hitting them. Like the Lord is not going to have no mercy on anybody that's left behind. It's going to be that fucking bad. And if you read Revelation, aside from World War I and World War II, and how it skips into World War III, and you read everything that's going to happen in World War III during Revelation, and we all know if you read the Vulgate Bible, which is one of the oldest Bibles around, it's called Apocalypse instead of Revelation. That's the real name. And it tells you how it's not going to end well. It's not going to be a good ending. No, not for America, not for the white man, not for these people that believe in this wicked ass world. It's going to be terrible, man. I'm talking about big ass gun battles. I'm talking about masses and masses amount of people dead in the streets, horrible plagues, evil spirits manifesting. Get to it. I'm trying to tell you, it's no light in this shit. I'm talking about weather catastrophes. I'm talking about massive starvation. You know, I'm talking about horrifying beasts, monsters, crazy ass animals, supernatural men. You know, I'm talking about demonic foot soldiers, fucking assault robots. It's gonna be bad, bro. Very, very bad. Very, very bad. And we at the beginning of it, ain't nobody seen the peak of the evil that I'm trying to describe to you that the Lord is about to do to the earth. And only those of us that believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and we love the Lord, we're going to be protected. Yahweh willing, he called on us and we are in the book of life and we will be excluded from this judgment. We'll be called up at the last day and we won't have to deal with it for those of us that make it that far in the game. You know, but as far as I'm concerned, you know, when the governments and all that assemble together and be like, you know what, we got to get the aliens out of here. They finally came, and they be like, you know what, let's set aside our differences. Fuck it, we at peace. We just gonna fight this menace, and then they gonna go and fight Michael, which is the general of Yahawashi, and Yahawashi, the fallen angels. They gonna hop out them chariots, and they gonna go to war. And the governments and the nations are going to get their ass kicked. They're going to get slaughtered. They're going to come with a full assault. The crazy part about it is that this nigga, the enemy of the Lord, is not even advanced enough. God didn't even give them enough time to become more advanced. Like they said in 2023, it would be hovercraft cities, and the cars wouldn't have no wheels, and they would be flying around and shit, and police would be on hover bikes, and robots would be in these restaurants cooking shit, you know, and people will be on hoverboards, and people will be wearing shit like in I think it's called Cyber Runner or some shit like that. I forgot what it's called, or like Blade Runner too, you know, like in the future. But we in 2023, and this is as far as this nigga got. This is as far as this nigga got. The only further he gonna go is the damn mark of the beast. That's it. That's as far as this nigga gonna go, you know. So, you know, like I say, it says, and they will take up an lamentation for you. It says, and say to you, how have you perished, O one inhabitant of the seafaring men, O renowned city, who is as strong at sea, she and her inhabitants, who caused their terror to be all on her inhabitants. That's right. They put us into slavery. They wouldn't let us go. We still under slavery. They won't get us reparations. They won't give us the royalty back that they stole. You know, they won't give us our sacred treasures back. And they keep their foot on our necks continually. And they kept their wrath forever. So that's what they saying. It says, who caused their terror to be on all her inhabitants. Now the coastlands tremble on the day of your fall. Yes, the coastlands by the sea are troubled at your departure. For thus says Yahweh, when I make you a desolate city, like cities that are not inhabited, when I bring the deep upon you, and great waters cover you, then I will bring you down with those who descend into the pit, to the people of old, and I will make you dwell in the lowest parts of the earth, and places desolate from antiquity, with those who go down to the pit, so that you may never be inhabited, and I shall establish glory in the land of the living, because the land of the living is Israel, you know, is the Israelites. And like he said, by the time he done with the white man gonna be going back to his state where he started, a bum, you know what I'm saying, some homeless guy that lives in underground, and he gonna be poor as fuck, and he's not gonna own nothing, and he's gonna be slaves to the original people that he enslaved forever, though for 1,000 years, but he gonna be a bum, you know. And that's one thing that these white people are afraid of. They don't want to go broke. They don't want to lose their economy. They don't want the world to come to an end. They so scared of that shit that they willing to die. They willing to fight against it to stop it, because they know they're gonna pay. Their generations are gonna pay. Their families, after their families, are gonna pay. You know. I'm picking somebody up. Oh, but their families are gonna suffer. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a lot of bloodshed. So, you know, you're gonna be having people feeling like they dying for a good cause. The white people dying for a good cause. Go, I'll sacrifice myself, and they throw themselves against these bullets and these bombs and the alien menace, and, you know, the angels and shit. They just gonna whoop their ass. It's gonna be sad, bro. It's not a good ending coming. It's not. It's gonna be horrible, and you're gonna be wishing you was on the Lord's side rather with the rest of the world, because God gonna slaughter you all. I'm talking about, they got these beings, these angels. They got weapons that are not even thought of yet. You know, they got machinery. They got spaceships you ain't never seen before, bro. Shit that'll scare the hell out of you, man. And believe me, I've seen it in person, so nobody can tell me anything otherwise. I've seen what Yahweh was talking about, because Yahweh showed me. He showed a certain number of us what these things are, you know, and it is not a joke. They actually pretty gentle when it comes to the children of Israel. They are awesome, because we know them. You know, we know the angels of the Lord. We know We know we are familiar with the chariots of God. We are familiar with Yahweh Shem Yahushai and his messengers and his angels. For those of us that go out, do the work, we read the Bible, we believe, so on and so forth. And we are comfortable around the chariots. Even though we're going to be scared during those times to come, we are too familiar with them. And like I was saying, ain't nothing new under the sun. They've been around. They're going to always be around. They the ones protecting me now. Like Yahweh say, instead of seeing the things that you see the things that are unseen. There are things around you that you can't see. Angels around you that are protecting you, that are watching you, that got your back. And these chariots of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, these angels, when they come, they ain't gonna be no different. Yeah, we gonna be hella scared, but at the end of the day, we know who they are, and they know who we are. So we're not gonna be that. It's not gonna be that scared. We're not gonna be that surprised. Like, they've always been around. You just didn't see them like you wanted to. But when the last day come and World War III crack off, you're gonna see them, and they gonna hop out the chariots. And and Transformers, the Rise of the Beast, they keep telling you about the angels and how bigger they are. Size is everything. So the angels are bigger than we are, 10 times bigger than what we are. Big. Optimus Prime was huge. Fucking Megatron and all of them, they were gigantic compared to the white man. And and it's actually a flip side on how they had Megatron obeying the government. That's how the 2/3 are towards the white man. Because we gods too. We are angels too. And in ancient times, we was a lot bigger. We was a lot taller. We was stronger. We was hella ripped. But over time, Yahweh had put the curses on us and restricted us from such blessings. So now we still got that godlike power and stuff, but we don't have the size like we used to. So we don't appear. We do appear with the strength and all of that and the glory and stuff, but we don't have that big Nephilim size like we did, because we all know the Nephilims are the black people in the Bible. We know that. So let me get some more. It says, I will make you a terror, and you shall be no more. Though you are sought for, you will never be found again, says Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So when America get cracked by these nuclear missiles, it's not coming back. It's a wrap. And they talking about over 200 to 300 million missiles hitting America all at the same time, and they destroying them, And America is not coming back after that. A lot of places gonna get hit from America too. They gonna get whacked, But mainly America, Babylon the Great will be destroyed. This is the throne of the white man, and he gonna go down into the pit. He gonna go right back where he was, and it says, I will make you a terror. Meaning that they're not going to fear them, but they're going to know who they are. And they're not going to help them. They're not going to take care of them. They're going to make them obey, and they're going to put them in a place when the time comes. Because a lot of people that are the Israelites that do survive the last day, they're going to remember, and they're going to teach their children and their generations who the white man was and how bad the world was when he was there. So when he go into slavery, and they're going to reteach the nations when they reborn again. They're going to teach the nations and all of that, and they're going to be in slavery too, but everybody's going to hate the white man. Everybody's going to hate him. They're going to hate Edom. They're going to hate his generations. They're going to hate his children. They're going to laugh at him. They're going to treat him like shit, and they're not going to be afraid of him. They're going to be in terror of what he did. Like, damn, like, you did all this? Like, you destroyed the world. You oppressed the people. You fucked up the environments, you was playing with their money, especially the children of Israel. You oppressed them, you kept beating them, you kept killing them. You was going around robbing other nations and destroying them and starting shit. You was desecrating Yahweh Shem Yahushai, his holiest landmarks, his places. You was playing with his Bible. You was playing with the word of God. You was playing and manipulating his mouth. You was claiming to be God. You killed thousands, you killed millions and millions of people, and it's beyond account. You tried to get away from Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and you didn't want to pay your debt when the Lord came. You fought against the Lord, hoping that you would kill his son and fight off the fallen angels and drive them back to wherever they came from. They want to go to, you wanted to go to different planets and start the same shit over again? For real. Because if the white man were able to go to different planets, he would do the same shit that he did to the earth to those planets. That's why God said, I'm going to get you. And it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be dark as fuck. It's going to be bad. It's going to be a horrifying ending. Because this is what is deserved to him. This is his price that he got to pay, his blood. And a lot of blood. And the Lord is going to deliver that chaos. And people are not ready for it. You actually think we sitting in the ball and ain't nothing around us? You know? That would still prove God's existence, you know? You actually think that we the only ones out there, the stars that you see and the other planets that you see that God had created, you actually think we the only ones out here? Hell no, man. You must be fucking retarded. We are a part of a solar system. We are a part of different other galaxies out there and beyond, bro. There's all tons of other life, which you will call aliens, out there. And they are superpowers that are strong and beyond your imagination. Stronger than what you can ever be. And we are aware of that. The government is aware of it. The white man is aware of it. He just hadn't told these retarded ass masses what's going on, you know? By the time the angels come, they gonna feel fucking primitive as fuck. Them AKs and them guns and them bombs and the machine guns and the guns that can shoot you from the goddamn beach shore when you all the way up. I'm over here and they got a goddamn tank gun that's all the way in Los Angeles somewhere or a damn submarine, and it's in the water and it can shoot me from over here and I'm all the way in Vegas. You know, I'm just saying what they got is gonna be primitive to what they coming with. It says, the word of Yahweh came to me again, saying, now, son of man, take up lamentation for Tyre and say to Tyre, you are situated at the entrance of the sea, merchants of the people on many coastlands, thus says Yahweh. It says, O Tyre, you have said, I am perfect in beauty. Your borders are in the midst of the seas. Your builders have perfected your beauty. That's what they did, yep. The Israelites did do that. They completed their task that they got from the white man. They built his society, yes. And in his eyes, this piece of shit of a society is perfect to him. When his cities is dirty as fuck, it's infested, disease-ridden, they don't even want to clean their sewers, let alone construct and clean their streets. They don't want to remodel the projects. They don't want to do shit. And when they try to, it's damn near nearly impossible. Shit, you should see Los Angeles and New York. Them some dirty-ass places, man. Them some old-ass buildings, man. Crackheads, bums everywhere, homeless people and all of that. And then you got motherfucking presidents talking about our shining country, you know, and our beautiful United States of America. Man, this shit ain't beautiful everywhere you go. You got inflation, you got drugs running the streets, you got gangbangers running rampant, you got motherfuckers not giving a fuck, up in the prices, getting rich off the poor people. They trying to make it, you know. Nasty, filthy ass streets. Motherfuckers changing the laws, doing fucked up ass shit, pushing shit on people, you know, threatening people, you know, and they gonna talk about this place is beautiful, it's perfected, man. They got white guys that are walking around recording different cities, and they showing you the bump count, they showing you all the drugs, they showing you all the gang violence that's taking over in each and one of these places, bro. Ain't shit good about this place. Like how would say, this place is inhabited of devils and every unclean bird, man. This shit nasty, man. And he mainly talking about Jerusalem because the Israelites is going crazy, man. Them, like you know, say, there's nothing worse than your own people because they're the ones that did it. Them the stupidest ones, them the worst ones, them the evilest motherfuckers. So you love your people, but you can't trust them. No, you can't. You got people that you can trust. I'm just saying, like overall, the majority of these motherfuckers, these Israelites, they so oppressed by this world, they turning against one another. Just how it was in slavery. That's how it started. You know, they would starve so much that they would throw barely any food and they would be fighting and beating each other to death for the food and shit. Yeah, man. Shit, they would eat each other, man. The fuck? You better read them slavery stories, man, and understand how bad the world is going to end and how destructive it's going to be. It ain't going to be nothing fucking good, man. It says, they made all your planks fir trees from the center. They took a cedar from Lebanon to make you a mast. Of the oaks of Bashan, they made your oars. The company of the Asherites have inlaid your planks with ivory from the coast of Cyprus, fine embroidered linen from Egypt. It says, was what you spread for your sail, blue and purple from the coast of Elisha was what covered you, because they was using all the nations and all the nations fled here and took all their merchandise and came here, and they profited here, and they got hella rich. And in return, America, they got even richer off them when they brought all of their items and all of the shit that they was bringing from different countries. Yeah. It says, inhabitants of Sidon, Arbad were your oarsmen, you wise men, O Tyre, were in you. It says, they became your pilots, elders of Gebal and its wise men. Wherein you to coat your seams, all the ships of the sea and all their oarsmen were in you to market your merchandise. Yes, today. Now today, what do you see when you come out here? And this is why Yahweh got to get rid of it. Money, merchandise, selling items, selling materialism, shit that was designed to be free. You know, trade, barter, you know, all this shit. And on every fucking corner of fucking America, and the world had copied America, they all do the same system, the money system, the buy and the sell system. On every fucking corner, you'll see stores, you'll see markets, you'll see grocery stores, you'll see banks, you know. And then, but under the basis of what their foundation was the Israelites. And they know that. I was watching the movie Godfather, and it was a good-ass movie, you know, but it was hella fucked up. Because in the background, in certain scenes, you would see the niggas working for the white folks. They was working for the fake Jews, my nigga. For real. And then and then one scene in Godfather, he was laughing. He was like, would you believe it? We put a certain percentage up in the hood, and we put in a certain percentage of marketing and merchandise in the hood. And he was like, the niggers, they ate it up. And we flipping off them, and we don't even have to work. That's true. There's so many niggas working, and so many of them eager for jobs, whether they working and they doing drugs, they doing shit illegally, or they actually working and they benefiting. Your enemy is benefiting off you in so many ways beyond your imagination on what they can benefit off of. And if you know money and how serious money is, that's pretty bad on how the white niggas don't got to get up and do shit. They benefit off you. They invest in you. It's no different than a crack seller selling a crackhead a piece of rock, and when the crackhead don't got no money or nothing, he gonna go find it and get it and bring it back to the crack man. And the crack man, he ain't gotta get up and work at all. He's gonna use you to get it. It's the same system. It's the same system that the white man is using to the black people. They addicted to that shit. They the crackheads, and nobody give them money, nobody help them, but they manage to go out and go find that shit. Whether they got to recycle or beg or rob or steal, and then they go bring it back to the crack dealer, and then they sell it to they sell it to him, and then they go out and do it again. And like Yahweh say, our people oppress each other right now. Since they look up to the white man so much, they oppress and enslave each other. Like the prostitute ring, it's the same way. You know, the same way. The bitch go out and work for the nigga. Everything is backwards. The order is backwards. This is why this world is going to end so bad. God is going to kill and slaughter so many people when he returns. And it's going to be a dark day for the world and for America, Babylon the Great. And, you know, they got those prostitutes out there, and they working and they hustling, you know, and they bring it back to their man. And they man take all the money and don't give them nothing. And if they come short and they come without money, they get their ass beat and throw them out there. And then they go and go get the money. And then they go and bring it back. No matter how long it take, rain, sleet, snow. It's the same thing that the white man had did to the people of Israel. And they so wicked, they stupid asses, they doing it to each other. That is real wickedness. That's why God say they got to go too. Don't pray for them. Don't feel bad for these stupid ass Negroes and these Mexicans, these Indians. If they don't want to come back to God, cool. The Lord has already got niggas put in the grave as it is. As we speak, niggas is dying. And they deserve to be punished because they so evil and they so wicked and they got a smart mouth. They always talking mess. They don't believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know, they don't care about what's going on. They don't care about what's going to happen to them. So why should you care when the time comes? You shouldn't. It says those from Persia and Lydia and Libya, when were in your army as men of war, they hung shield and helmet in you. They gave splendor to you, men of Arbad, with your army were all around your walls. Were on your walls all around, and the men of Gimad were in your towers. They hung their shields on your walls all around. They made your beauty perfected. So it's telling you that America is the leader of all these nations. And all the nations look toward America for inspiration and for example. you know? So, oh, they got a police tower because they tired of them bums going up in and the people starting shit at Walgreens. But yeah, America is the leader, and they all help America at great splendor. So when they read in this Bible, they're going to understand how America had it on point. They had everything. They had it all. They had fame. They had fortune. They had glory. They had everything. And everybody in every nation in the world worshiped them. And they were trying to be God for a time. And Yahweh is telling you, look how good that you had it. And then you have my people in slavery, which is the bulk of your work society, and you made your money off them to where y'all didn't even have to do nothing. Y'all didn't have to work. You didn't have to do shit. You just made an inheritance. You made a fortune, and you passed it down from family to family, you know, and you didn't have to do nothing. You didn't have to do shit. But now it's about to crumble. Now it's about to be all over with. The Most High is plaguing you. The Most High is rotten you, you know, and the Most High is corrupting you. And then he gonna make y'all go to war, which is prophesied, which is unavoidable. It's gonna happen. World War III is gonna come. The collapse of America is going to happen. The end of the world is going to happen. Okay, and it looking like it's gonna happen a lot quicker than what people thought, and that's what they afraid of. And like Yahweh said, he gonna come in a thief in the night. So it's gonna happen, and it's gonna happen when you're not ready. The only ones that are gonna be ready is men like us and women of our people, the Negroes, Mexican Indians that did convert and go back to the Lord. We're going to be ready, and we're going to know exactly what's going on. You know why? Because we recite it every day. We go out, we read our Bibles all the fucking time. We know that the end is coming, and we know that it's not going to be good. It's going to be bad. So where is it? Here we go. Ezekiel 28. Oh shit. Get one more verse in. It's so windy. I don't care. I got it. It says 28, the word of Yahweh, Ezekiel 28 verse 1, the word of Yahweh came to me again, saying, Son of man, say to the prince of Tyre, thus says Yahweh, because your heart is lifted up and you say, I am God. That's what the white man is saying. I sit on the seat of God. I sit in the midst of the seas. Yet you are a man and not God. That's right. Though you set your heart as the heart of God. That's right. Behold, you are wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that can't be hidden from you. That's right. The white man not dumb. He know what's going on. He know what the fuck he doing. He know every single secret and every single rumor and every single legend, every single myth. And everything about the Bible and everything about the world, the white man know about it. He know everything. He's wiser than Daniel, and Daniel is one of the smartest prophets in the Bible. It says, you have gained riches for yourself and gathered gold and silver into your treasuries. It says, by your great wisdom and trade, you have increased your riches, and your heart is lifted up because of your riches. That's right. Therefore, thus says Yahweh, it says, because you have set your heart as a heart of gold, it says, behold, therefore I will bring you strangers against you, the most terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of your wisdom. That's right. The nations is going to stand up like Russia and China. Them the strongest nations on the earth, besides America. Rome, you know. Britain, it says, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of your wisdom and defile your splendor. They shall throw you down into the pit. You're going to go broke. That's the collapse. It says, and you shall die the death of a slain in the midst of the seas. That's right. You will stay before him who slays you. And you will still say before him who slays you, am I a God? That's right. He's still going to believe in his mind that he's God. I am God. You can't do this to me. I am your salvation. I gave you everything. I helped you. I was there for you. And that's what he gonna tell everybody and the rest of the nations. And even when the niggas get their lick in, you know, the Negroes, the Mexicans, and the Indians, when them 2/3 come and they whoop their ass, that's how they gonna feel like, damn, I'm God. Y'all supposed to obey me. It says, but you shall be a man and not a God. In the hand of him who slays you, you shall die the death of the uncircumcised. And by the hand of aliens, For I have spoken, says Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Moreover, the word of Yahweh came to be, said, Son, take up the lamentation for the king of Tyre, and say to him, Thus says Yahweh, you were the zeal of perfection, full of wisdom and perfected beauty. You were Eden, the garden of Yahweh. Every precious stone was your covering. The sardius, the topaz, and the diamond, and the beryl, and the sapphire, and the turquoise, and the emerald, and the gold, the workmanship of your timbrel and pipes was prepared for you. On the day you were created, you were anointed, the anointed cherub who covers. That is true. That is true. That's who the white man was, the wicked angel that God had blessed, in some sort of form. You know, it wasn't exactly an angel, you know, but he was doing. He did his part, which was to oppress the children of Israel and to take their riches and to take everything. And them stones that he was talking about is the children of Israel that he walked on. Look, it says it. You walked back and forth in the midst of the fiery stones. And the fiery stones is the children of Israel. You were perfected in your ways from the day you were created, till iniquity was found in you. By the abundance of trading, you became filled with violence within, and you sinned. Therefore I cast you out of as a profane thing out of the mountain of Yahweh, and I destroyed you, O covering Chebrit, for the midst of the fiery stones. Meaning that the Lord had destroyed the white man in the end. And the white man had become corrupted all the way in the beginning. You know, so the Most High had to get rid of him, and he cast him out of the kingdom. This was in the beginning, way in the beginning. But in the process, at the same time, it was through the process of time that he had to punish and get rid of him. Like I said, in them fiery stones, he allowed him to walk as an anointed cherub, like the angels, which are the Israelites, which are the fiery stones, and he was not burned, you know. But he became corrupted. And it says, you defiled your sanctuaries by the multitude of your iniquities, by the iniquity of your trading. Therefore I brought fire from your midst, and it devoured you. And I turned you to ashes upon the earth in the sight of all who saw you. All people, all who you knew among the peoples were astonished at you. You have become a horror, and you shall be no more forever. That's right. There you go. Goodbye. America going to get burnt up and destroyed, because he's talking about the nuclear day. And he's going to be a living example to everybody not to do what this man had did, and it ain't going to be good. If you ever seen a nuclear event, which you don't want to see, you know, it's horrible. It's not good. You ever seen Grand War? You know, that's not cool. You know, you ever seen some divine happen in your face? That shit is scary. I mean, we know about it. It's not scary to us, but it's scary to people who don't know what the unknown is, what's out there, what's coming from space. So, like I said, the end of times ain't going to be pretty. And it's going to be bad, and it's going to be darkness, and it ain't going to have no good fucking ending. You better be lucky I didn't go to Revelation. Call on Yahweh Shem Yahushai and name Yahushai. Shalom, it's on to the next video.